The second day of my advancement into the heart of Borneo starts quite late, around 2 in the afternoon, because in the morning I went to the nearby village of Long Na, where they told me there is a lot of red durian. Well, turns out there are a lot of durian trees, but no fruit. So that cost me most of the day. I don't regret it. It was a nice exploration tour, no interesting fruits, at least none I could reach. But now I'm off to Long San, to my friends, where I've stayed already several times. Ahead, there are some of the most conspicuous mountains in the area. Actually, we are planning to climb them, if they are still planning to do this. 3 years ago, we were planning to climb them. Some of them are really nice, big chunks of rock. Let's see. I should make it to Long San without any trouble. 60 kilometers. Just need to catch 1 or 2 cars. Well, 1 or 2 trucks. There are no cars on those dirt roads. And maybe on the way, gonna find a couple nice fruits. There are not many big and conspicuous mountains around here, but here some of the most beautiful ones are showing above the clouds. Do we already know this truck? They all look the same, but yeah, it is the same truck, but unfortunately, this time they will bring me just a couple 100 meters because they are going on a different road. Well, I'm still not too tired, so I don't mind walking a little bit as long as it doesn't start raining again. 2 hours ago it was pouring like crazy. The landscape is incredibly beautiful, especially since we are riding on a mountain ridge, but because of all the shaking in the trees around, can hardly capture anything. Also, of course, the forest right around us is being locked. If you want to get good jungle, you have to go 100 or 200 meters down the slopes to the left or to the right. Yeah, the opposite slope, this is probably jungle, which has never been locked for timber. We are quite high already. The giant rocky peaks have disappeared in the mist. We are quite high already, but we can go much, much higher, folks. There are days and days of advancing into the heart of Borneo ahead. Yeah, it's quite easy to do it from Sarawak, at least for a couple 100 kilometers. I think I saw a tree with the giant sting bees finally. After just about 4 kilometers, they dropped me because they are going in the other direction. Lots of homestays around here. Good, but... Oh, Liam Lee Homestay Long Apu. 3 years ago I was the first white man to ever get to Long Apu. And now they have a homestay. That's nice. This species here produces huge earthfigs. I forgot the name, but they can be the size of hamburgers. However, well, I guess it's not in season, and also those are the biggest but also the worst tasting ones. I might never have had any perfectly ripe ones, but I guess I would recommend them only in a survival situation. Wild bananas, I would like to check them out, but I would have to go at least 4 meters through those spiky grasses. So for now, I'm leaving them. Well, here at Lingera, flowers, as well as the fruits are edible. I mean, if you like sourness and ginger taste. That's exactly like oxalic acid. But it's anti-inflammatory. Here's some more earth figs. Well, but no earth figs on them. I saw a banana with quite old looking leaves right here, right in front of us. Mr. Ginger flower is something to it. You see those bananas? Oh, it's Musa campestris, the one which is white with purple stains on it. However, this one looks not ripe enough. Yeah, this is a good one. If I see a ripe one, I will try to get it, but I'm not going in there without seeing anything edible. Here is a beautiful bunch. Let me zoom in. A lot of purple in those bananas, not just white, but they don't look ripe. From the tracks I could identify at least 4 or 5 banana species around here, so there is still hope. You can not only eat the Atlingera flowers, but also the fruits. However, I don't have a parang with me, so prying one of those off the inflorescence will be a lot of work. The locals like to give them to me on the markets, and then they think I will start spitting out and saying they are too sour and too hot and too bitter. Not me, parent lovers. They were pretty impressed each time when I munched down the whole Atlingera fruit and asked for more. Here's some more. I think this is Musa campestris, but it looks very different from the other ones. The basic color here is not white with purple stuff, it's green with purple stuff. Oh, let's see if I can get some. Yeah, today I finally must buy a parang. Let's see. Nope, those are completely unripe. Here, by the way, the beautiful flower. This seems to be a totally different banana species, and the vegetation around it has been cleared, so maybe this is even some planted banana. Here it's often hard to say what is or once was a garden. This looks like a rambutan tree, so probably this was a garden once. Let me check out, maybe I can snag some domestic bananas to snack on. Oh, there are lots of bananas around here. Let me check them out. Those are most probably monkey fingers, Musa acuminata var microcarpa, but no ripe fruits. And here in the shade, some really big and colorful Atlingera fruits. More microcarpa, I guess. Not going up there, it's a little bit tough. And that's what Atlingera looks like when it's in full bloom. Really beautiful, and the locals eat it. Some more campestris. Somebody actually walked there and chopped off the flower, but because that's what they like here. Not the fruit, not the beautiful and actually very tasty fruits, but the flower buds for cooking as a vegetable. Okay, and yeah, we are in the rainforest here. Have I mentioned that? In the rainforest, you're gonna get wet. You will not believe it, but down in the mud, this little ornamental is making really tasty fruits. However, they all seem to be still unripe. What a pity. Those taste of pineapple. Very nice and tasty. Singapore rhododendron fruits are not ripe yet. Well, here is one which was ripe but was eaten. But don't worry, there is more to it than just the fruits. You can chew the little sticks, the anti-inflammatory, and will destroy all your tooth infections. The invasive passion flower is everywhere. Somebody has eaten out a little, yeah, and here is a truck. Okay, let's see if this one stops. Yeah, managed to get on the truck, which brings the school supplies to Longsan, and because the back of the truck is full with school supplies, I'm riding in the front. Same thing again, the immediate surroundings of the road, sometimes only 10 to 20 meters, sometimes 50 to 100 meters, is secondary forest, but in the back you can already see the big jungle. Road is getting narrower and bumpier, but still no comparison with the roads to really remote villages. This still goes on about 200 kilometers from here towards Borneo, so they have to maintain it in a decent condition at least. Again, all those up here, they're still planting oil palm, but here it's too far to the mill. It doesn't really pay off to harvest those and transport them that far. Not much fruit to be seen except for bananas. I think I spotted some lepisantes earlier. For bananas, yeah, I could identify Musa borneensis var flava, Musa acuminata var microcarpa, also Musa campestris. There are 2 or 3 more rare ones you can see here along the road. The rivers are getting clean, that's good. That means that despite the heavy rain, not too much erosion, so no logging in the area. Yeah, we bought a couple durians from a teeny tiny grandmother who had a giant durian tree loaded with fruit. Yeah, unfortunately, just a normal durian. I think my chase for the rare jungle durians this time will be much harder than in other years. Bridges are getting more adventurous, but it's gonna get much worse when we advance a couple more dozen or even 100 kilometers into the hills. Here this road is still leading to a lot of villages, and also to a lot of logging areas, so there is a lot of work still being put into it constantly, because the rain and the heavy trucks are of course destroying it constantly. Stopping at the junction of 2 beautiful little rivers, and yeah, here the bridges are becoming the same we already know from Kalimantan. Also lots of wild bananas. Try to find something edible here. And after another pretty long journey, I'm arriving in Longsan. It feels like coming home. Not too many fruits, but I saw at least some, so I think with a bit of effort I will be able to find some stuff here. Yeah, most of the trees have nothing, but I saw some tarap, some giant rambutan nearby. Oh, nobody's harvesting the encala. Look at this. This here is the Borneo avocado, and it's already getting old. And even the Syzygium is fruiting. The Syzygium, which I always see flowering somewhere. So we are not right in the fruit season, but I think I'm gonna stay with my friends for some days and try to find whatever there is to find around here.